Hi, I'm Charisse.
And I'm Holly.
Welcome to Ask Mom.
Today we're going to talk about how to get over a boy.
Yeah. Yeah, you betcha.
Did you have to do that?
Never. I was always the one to break up with them, to be honest with you. Yeah, I did. Even when I broke up with them, I'd be like, ooh, did I make the right decision? You know, so that could be true too, right? You could be the one actually breaking up with them, and then you could still feel the pain of, did I do the right thing? And you still have that
You're still
grief.
getting
it's
over
still a loss.
Yeah. I mean, unless he was a total jerk and you're just like, sayonara, thank goodness that's over.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
But I didn't date guys like that.
One of the worst is really liking someone, thinking that maybe you have chemistry, and then you find out he doesn't like you.
Yeah, that's tough.
That's hard. Okay, so...
They have a name for that.
What?
He's a jerk.
For not liking you.
Yeah, totally.
So
because you're awesome. You rock. Doesn't he see that?
This is where I want to talk about chemistry. Because chemistry is not always equally felt by both parties. Just because you feel something inside towards someone doesn't mean it's being reciprocated, even if they're nice to you and even if they talk to you. And you have to imagine putting yourself in the same place. Sometimes there are boys that are good looking at your school, but for whatever reason you just don't feel anything. They could be nice looking, they could be kind, they could be all these wonderful things, and yet is there something wrong with them? No, there's not something wrong with them. It's just that for whatever reason there isn't that little spark that lights inside of you when you see them. And so you have to give yourself the same grace when you decide that you like another boy and then you find out that he doesn't like you back. It's not because you're ugly. It's not because you're not lovable.
Or you didn't say the right thing.
Or
you don't wear the right thing.
Exactly. It's not any of those things.
Or you don't live in the right house, or you're not good enough.
If you had hair just like her hair, if you had the same clothes she has, that's not going to make any difference, because it wouldn't have made any difference to you if the boy that liked you that you didn't like did his hair differently or wore different clothes. It's just
but
that
if you had money, maybe. It's
just that there isn't a spark. So you express a little vulnerability, a little, I like you, let your friends know, let them go talk to him, find out, okay, well, he doesn't like me back. And then
you move on.
The process of moving on. So how do you move on? Do you have any good ideas?
Yeah, you get your nice comfy pajamas on and a blanket, a box of See's candy, and a good chick flick. And you take all your makeup off, and you have a box of Kleenex, and you just cry.
That's actually not a half bad idea.
That's just day one, right?
That's day one.
That's day one. And I think it's the best, right? You just need to get it all out and cry. And when Matthew McConaughey kisses her, that maybe that could be you one day. I mean, I'm guessing. That's never happened.
So then you're not going to feel all better the next day, but you're going to feel some better.
Right.
And so honestly, I think the hardest thing is diverting your attention. You're used to staring at him all day. You'd see him at school and my heart, my heart. You're used to doing that. So you're going to have to start shutting that down, okay? And so when you look over and you see him, you just got to go, he's not for me. And you change your gaze and you march the other direction at school, and you're going to have to do some things to divert your attention. I also think too that's a good time to dive into something else. So if you need to get
something else healthy. Right.
So that might be, maybe you do some volunteering. Maybe you find a great book and start spending a little bit of time, reading your book.
Maybe you study a little harder.
Maybe if you have an instrument, you just start practicing a little bit longer. Do things that take your mind off of it, or try something new. Tell your friends, this is one of those weeks where I'm getting over so-and-so and I just need to do something. Can I go study at your house afterwards so that I'm distracted? Hey, who wants to go to the mall? Do things to distract yourself.
And another thing is to, if you have friends that are, 5-10 years older than you, an aunt that's a little bit older, talk to them about it, because they have a totally different perspective on breakups, because chances are they've been through it more than once, and they can help you kind of see through that.
Yeah. And you are going to get over him, and you are going to like somebody else, and maybe that one will be
even better,
or even better,
right?
So we hope this helps you with a little bit of heartbreak.
A little bit of grief.
Yeah, it's hard. We remember how hard it was, but time is the best healer, and distraction helps a lot too. And of course, great friends. I'm Holly.
I'm Charisse.
Thanks for tuning in to Ask Mom.